So I decided to make my PS2 game collection video in parts because I didn't realize how many PS2 games I had. Probably maybe going to be 2 parts, 3 parts, I don't know. We'll see. So we're going to get started with the first game, and those who know me know how many times I've said this game series needs to come back, and that's Army Men Sarges Heroes 2 for the PS2. Have it on PS1, have it on Nintendo 64. I think there's a Dreamcast version. I only have one Dreamcast game, so maybe that'll be my next Dreamcast game purchase. I don't know. But Army Men Sarges Heroes 2 on the PS2, as you can see from the back, it is different. If you could focus. Can you focus? Can you focus? Yeah, there you go. It looks vastly different than the Nintendo 64 and PS1 version. I love this game. I love the series. It should come back. Why is it not coming back? I don't know. Sell me the rights to it. I'll bring it back somehow. I don't know how to make video games, but I know how to play them. I could play test them. You can make me game director. I'll direct it. Be like, okay, you know the original? Yeah, do that. Update the graphics. Add more areas. Add more missions. Add more weapons. Please. Okay, next up is Batman Begins. Based on the movie, obviously. And I played this for a little bit. I don't remember much of it. That tends to be a thing with me. But yeah, Batman Begins on the PS2. From what I understand, I don't think this game was received all that well. The movie was, definitely. But yeah, I don't know if this game was praised, so to speak, as much as the movie was. I doubt it. But for the PS2, first-person shooter, a lot of fun. Boom, boom, bang, bang, lots of bullets. You kill people, you shoot people. It's a story. The missions you go through are the character being interrogated by a guy. And yeah, it's a first-person shooter, all guns blazing, as it says on the back. And yeah, jolly good time for the PS2. Bully, a game that needs a sequel. Doesn't need one, but it would be nice. You see the title of this game, you would think you're a bully. You play a bully going around bullying kids, which you do in the game. But it's more like you fight the bullies. Yeah. There's a version on the 360, I believe, called Scholarship Edition. I haven't played that. I don't own it. But I do own the original on PS2. I bought it at Best Buy back in the day. And don't mind the mess behind me. I'm doing some cleaning, kind of, sort of. Capcom's Classics Collection Volume 2, also. I haven't played this, but it's a bunch of Capcom games. It's a Classics Collection. Volume 2. And, yeah. Looks like fun. Yeah. 20 classic Capcom games. Good stuff. Casta, Lament of Innocence. I played this for a little bit. It's fun. It's a Castlevania game. I like all Castlevania games. The ones I played, anyway. And, yeah, I played this for a little bit, and I enjoyed what I did play. I remember a little bit of it. I remember a little, not a whole lot. And, yeah, Castlevania, great series. I do enjoy playing them. The ones I played, 1, 2, 3, Bloodlines, 4, Symphony of the Night, Rondo of Blood, that. What's the fuck? Lords of Shadow 2. I haven't played Lords of Shadow 2, but I own it. Anyway, Constantine on the PS2. I don't think I played this. I bought it from GameStop back when GameStop used to sell. Back when I used to shop at GameStop in that era, they still had PS2 games and GameCube games and what have you. I played this. I don't know if I played this or not. I don't remember. Something's going on with my brain. Here's a twofer. Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2 on the PS2. Fun games. This one I played less than this one, but I did get a good amount into this one. Your village gets destroyed. You have to go get the villagers back from dungeons, the towns, trees, rivers, all that kind of good stuff. I got to the second village you have to put back together, and I kind of stopped playing after that. I also have it on the PS4 and PS5, I guess you could say, since I could play it on the PS5. And Dark Cloud 2 also I played. I played maybe about a half hour of this. I got into the sewers, I believe, in the beginning of the game, and that's it. So yeah, 2 games I feel like I should get back to, because I did enjoy what I played of this one and of this one, even though I didn't get all that far into the second one. Game series that needs to come back? Ooh, who knows? Dead to Rights. I originally owned it on the GameCube, and back when I was a dumbass kid and selling all my games, I sold it, but I rebought it. I remember enjoying it on the GameCube, and I'm judging from the back of the game. It's like, it's the same game except on the PS2, which I'm sure I would enjoy it as well. Since I bought it on the PS2, I haven't played it, but I remember back in the day being a kid playing it on the GameCube and having a good time with it. There's a stripping scene in the game. That was a lot of fun. Here's a threefer. Threefer. Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry 2, Devil May Cry 3. I got a good chunk of time into Devil May Cry 1. I never beat it. I remember when this came out, I wanted it so bad. I played it. I enjoyed it when I was a kid. Now, it's an alright game. And Devil May Cry 3 is hard as shit. This is special edition, made it easier, but still pretty hard. And the Devil May Cry trilogy, it's a game series I want to beat. I beat Devil May Cry 5. Kind of lost on the story because I didn't beat 1 through 4. Yeah. The Devil May Cry trilogy. Fun games. Interesting trivia for you. Devil May Cry was going to be Resident Evil 4, but the story was too action heavy, so they repurposed it into Devil May Cry. And I think I read a comment in a YouTube comment on a video saying that it would be pretty cool for a DLC costume for Leon in the Resident Evil 4 remake would be Dante's costume, since Resident Evil 4 turned into Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry. Well, the original plan for Resident Evil 4 turned into Devil May Cry. Resident Evil 4 turned into Resident Evil 4. Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King, the original on PS2. It had a slipcover. This is my brother's copy. He threw away the slipcover like a dick. Anyway, yeah. So this is a lot of people's first Dragon Quest game. It was mine. Yes, it was mine. And I did enjoy it. I didn't get a whole lot far into it. I didn't get far into the 3DS version either. But I did enjoy what I did play. And in this version, random encounters, whereas the 3DS version, you see the enemies on the field. You either choose to fight or avoid them. Nice touch, but I do like me some random battles, and this is a very good game. From the little bit I played of it, I could tell I would enjoy it, if I beat it. Family Guy, the video game. It's a Family Guy, the video game. It's funny because in this game, when you play as Stewie, you move around, you hear the patter of the patter of his feet. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it looks like you beat people up and whatnot. It's a Family Guy video game, humor, Family Guy, and you could play. It's good times. Speaking of good times, Final Fantasy X. This is my complete version. I have the greatest hits version, disc only, with the case, of course. But I got it complete in box. Final Fantasy X, love this game. The remaster, the HD remaster, fantastic. Very good. Very good. It's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. I highly recommend it, although I feel like there's not a whole lot of people in the video game world who haven't played it. Fantastic RPG. And its sequel is not bad either. Final Fantasy X-2. Why do I have 2 copies? Because the first copy I bought, disc only, and then I found this complete copy for $8, I think, at the game store I go to. So I decided, hey, I'll get it. And now I have 2 copies of Final Fantasy X-2. I like the sphere grid, the garment spheres. It has a job system. I love job systems. And it's just a fun-ass game. There's a lot to do in this game to get 100% and stuff you won't really know unless you looked up. I haven't beaten it. I've beaten Final Fantasy X, but I haven't beaten X-2. Maybe one day. Probably not, but... Okay, next up, here's a threefer. Let's make this a threefer. Screw it. Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero 3, and Guitar Hero World Tour on PS2. I also have these on 360. I have every single Guitar Hero game, I think, except for 80s Greatest Hits. Is it 80s Greatest Hits or just Greatest Hits? I don't know. But Guitar Hero, music rhythm game. Click, 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 click. You use the controller, the guitar controller. A lot of fun. I play on Expert. Come at me. I'm not the best, but I'm alright. Don't come at me, though. Please don't. I ain't got time for that shit. Anyway, HalfLife. I played a little bit of this, and I did enjoy it very much. A lot of people are clamoring for Half-Life 3. I don't think it's going to happen. I honestly never beat a Half-Life game. That's just me. But I did enjoy it. You run around, beat crowbar, guns, first person, fun. Half-Life. Come on. On the console. Is this the only game Valve made that's on console? No, Team Fortress 2 in the orange box. Right. Or the orange box in general is Valve. Okay, never mind. But yeah, Half-Life 2 on the PS2. I have a lot of wires here. Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets on the PS2. I played the GameCube version when I was a kid back in the day. I beat that. This is a great game, a great book/movie based game, and I do recommend it to those who like Harry Potter, if you could find it, or emulate it. Fuck it, why not? Emulate it, man. Chamber of Secrets, PS2, good times. Played it on the GameCube when I was a kid. Beat the hell out of it. Good stuff. Madden 2001. Manhunt. Do I have Manhunt 2? No, I don't think I have Manhunt 2. But Manhunt, you kill people. It's Manhunt. It's America's full of rundown. Oh, I think it's I think it's like a. Is it a dark web show? I don't think dark web was a thing when this came out. I don't know, but yeah, you kill people in brutal ways. Fun times, I guess. I played a little bit of it, and yeah, I'm very sorry that I don't really go into too much detail about some of these games, but I don't remember, or I haven't played them, or I haven't played them enough to form an opinion, or I just don't fucking remember. Okay, moving on. Twofer. Wait a minute, Wait a minute. Did I mess up? Okay, you know, I'll fix that later. Twofer. Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, fantastic, fantastic games. Metal Gear Solid is my favorite game franchise of all time, and these are two really good games. 3 is known to be the best one, story-wise for me. My favorite story, this one. Favorite gameplay, Metal Gear Solid 5, I'm not gonna lie. But my all-around favorite Metal Gear Solid game in total is 4, because it has the feeling of finality. It's the end of the series. It's the end of the timeline. Yes, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, that's great, but it's the end of the timeline. I love the Metal Gear Solid series, and with the talks of a remake, okay, alright, of the first one and Metal Gear Solid 3, I don't know, but hell, why not? Gameplay of Metal Gear Solid 5, remake all the games with that, good times, good stuff. Let's just combine these into one. Final Fantasy XI Online with the expansion Trains of Prometheia? Prometheia? I don't know. Final Fantasy XII regular, and Final Fantasy XII Collector's Edition all rusted up. The reason I bought Final Fantasy XI on the PS2 is collecting purposes. I can't play these, but I tried to play it on the PC. Play online sucks. I can't play Final Fantasy XIV because I messed it up trying to sign up for Play Online. But whatever, Final Fantasy XI, PS2, Final Fantasy XII on the PS2. I recently beat it on the Switch with the Zodiac job system. Hey, I love it. Anyway, Final Fantasy XII, I love Final Fantasy XII. I really enjoyed playing it. Is it in my top 5? I don't know. But I really did enjoy Final Fantasy XII, and from what I understand, not a whole lot of people liked it, but I recommend giving it a chance. The Zodiac Age version, not the original version, because the in the original Final Fantasy XII, everybody's board, the job board. I don't know. Everybody's board is the same. It's kind of annoying, but with the Zodiac jobs, with the Zodiac Age, you get to pick what jobs you want your characters to have. 2 jobs. And it's just a lot more simpler, and plus you can speed it up. Yeah, you can speed up the gameplay. You're running from one area to the other. It's taking forever. Speed it up. You go faster. Grand Theft Auto Trilogy comes with, if you fucking know, Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. My favorite is Vice City because I like Scarface. Okay. Anyway, but yeah. Grand Theft Auto comes 3D in a nice box set. Got it at Walmart. $30, $10 a pop for each game. Not bad. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 3 is very good. Vice City is my favorite. San Andreas, I like the RPG-ish things they put in it. You know, your character can get fat as balls. He could get freaking swole as hell. And yeah, but Vice City holds a place in my heart. But I do like them all. I do like the Grand Theft Auto games. Not my favorite game franchise of all time. Not in my top 5. But I do like the series. I enjoy them. They're good times. Steal cars. Bang hookers. Get your money back. Missions. Big open sandbox world thing. Good stuff. Grand Theft Auto 6 coming at you. 2 years. In 2 years' time. Grand Theft Auto 6. Calling it. So, yeah. That is my part 1 of my PS2 game collection. I'm going to split it into 2-3 parts because I do have a lot of PS2 games. I didn't realize until I looked at my shelf. But yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it. Hit the dislike if you didn't. Like, favorite, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. And yeah, thank you for stopping by. I will see you in the next part. And yeah. God bless, and I'll see you all later. Peace out.